If you're a foodie and absolutely love fine dining and the best of London restaurants, then stay tuned to check out this video because we're going to be highlighting some fantastic newcomers as far as Michelin restaurants. Before we dive in, let's talk about the history of Michelin and why this prestigious accolade even came to be and why restaurants covet it and live for it. Michelin started in 1889 in Clermont-Ferrand, France. Andre and Edouard Michelin founded the tire company there with fewer than 3,000 cars in the country. The guide was created to help motorists develop their trips, and a small red guide filled with information for travelers such as maps, how to change a tire, where to fill up on fuel, or for the traveler in search of respite after driving. The guide was free for 20 years until Andrew Michelin saw in a tire shop using his guides as a prop for a workbench. He believed that a man only truly respects what he pays for. So the guide was rebranded and relaunched in 1920 and sold for 7 francs. Since 1920, they included a list of hotels in Paris and restaurants according to specific categories. And they also eliminated paid adverts. The guide's restaurant section became more and more influential, which inspired the brothers to recruit mystery diners, what you might call restaurant inspectors today. The mystery diners reviewed restaurants anonymously, and in 1926 the guides started awarding stars to fine dining establishments, initially marking them with 1 star. 5 years later, a hierarchy of 0, 1, 2, and 3 stars was introduced. And in 1936, the criteria for the starred rankings was published. As of February 2024, there were 9 restaurants in the UK holding 3 Michelin stars. 170 restaurants hold 1 star in the UK and Ireland, and 80 of these are in London. Today, the guide rates over 40,000 establishments in 24 territories across 3 continents, and 30 million Michelin guides are sold worldwide. We're going to start with Chishiru in Fitzrovia. This is a modern West African restaurant at Great Titchfield Street in Fitzrovia. Wine is chosen from a small French producers, mostly working in low intervention manner. There's a small list of cocktails using West African ingredients where possible. Chef Adejoke Bakare is lead chef and studied biology sciences in Nigeria. She ran a fish and chip shop cart in her spare time while studying and moved to the UK 2 years ago with her family. Joke opened Chishiru in Brixton in September 2020 as a 3-month pop-up. Joke is the first black female Michelin-starred chef in the UK. She was also named Chef of the Year at the National Restaurant Awards in 2024. The interiors of Chishiru showcase authentic materials including rough plastered walls, wood grains, and pigmented cement. Next up, we're going to highlight Humble Chicken in Soho. This is a Japanese restaurant on Frith Street in Soho, and it includes seafood, cocktails, and Japanese-inspired plates. There's outdoor seating for summer, and it's Chef Angelo Sato's vision come to life. There's an incredible luxury 18-seater counter and a multi-course tasting menu. Also, the environment includes great music to enjoy. Now, let's move to Pavilion in Mayfair. It offers modern French cuisine and is located in the Four Seasons Hotel, London at Park Lane. Chef Yannick Alenia and head chef, Chef Benjamin, are behind incredible creations. It's inspired from seasonal British produce and offers an interactive dining experience. There's innovative yet unpretentious plates, and there's a live open kitchen. Also, countertop seating is available, as well as alfresco terrace and a private dining room. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Plus a bar, Bar Antoine, serves cocktails, comfort food, and emerging DJs. Back in Soho, we're going to highlight Mountain, which is a Spanish restaurant serving small plates and sharing plates. It has a large tapas-style menu and is located on Beak Street in Soho. Mountain is the vision of Chef Tom Barry, who's Welsh-born, and it is the second restaurant after Brat, which is a Basque country meets Welsh restaurant, which also earned a Michelin star within 6 months. Back at Mountain, it offers open flames and wood-fired oven and has an excellent dessert list as well. Next up, we're going to highlight Okoko in Fitzrovia. This is another West African restaurant in the heart of Fitzrovia who received their Michelin star in 2024. I'm going to include pictures from my recent trip because I truly enjoyed it. They offer a diverse range of dishes honoring African tradition, blending fresh seasonal British ingredients with African spices. It's located on Berners Street in Fitzrovia. I featured this restaurant along with others in my recent video on London's finest West African restaurants in London. You can definitely click the link above to get right to it. As I mentioned, I was recently there for lunch, which is my second time there. I've also had dinner there. I love the tasting menu concept because you really get to taste and enjoy a variety of different dishes. And I'm telling you, once again, I was not disappointed. Dish after dish was fantastic. And finally, let's highlight Sushi Kanesaka in Mayfair. This is a sushi restaurant celebrating omakase. It's housed at 45 Park Lane Hotel and has hidden room on the first floor. Chef Shinji Kanesaka is from Tokyo's Ginza district and is a master of traditional edamame sushi's precise techniques. The restaurant received a Michelin star after just 7 months of opening. Omakase means I'll leave it up to you. And this means a chef can select from 72 micro-seasons of Japan to deliver something utterly fresh. There's also a host, Nanami-san. In this role, known as Okami-san, and trained in the incredible art of the Japanese geisha, Nanami-san brings the traditions of beauty, grace, and discipline to Sushi Kanesaka. Now that we've highlighted some of the best new additions to the Michelin Guide to London, you might want to check out the longer-standing powerhouses on the Michelin dining scene in the city. So let's highlight Evelyn Table in Soho. It's an intimate 12-seater counter dining experience and is led by head chef James Goodyear. It has an evolving menu built on James's formative experiences, love of British produce, and using Scandinavian and Japanese techniques underpinned by classic French training. It has an ever-evolving wine list and sakes and holds a Michelin star since 2022. Or there's St. John's in Smithfield in the Farringdon area. Fergus Henderson and Trevor Gulliver opened their first restaurant in 1994 and won their first Michelin star in 2009. It has a daily changing menu, nose-to-tail concept, and promotes zero waste. The simple interiors have wooden chairs and white tablecloths. For another upscale option, let's go to Hyde in Mayfair. This is the second restaurant of Ali Debut. He opened his first restaurant, Debut, in 2012, which closed in 2017 to open Hyde in spring of 2018. This restaurant opened in partnership with Hedonism Wines, so you can expect an incredible wine list. They go by product-driven cooking, which is basically the concept that they're focused more on the ingredients and building something off of that versus the ultimate dish that they're trying to create. Across 3 floors, you've got the ground floor restaurant, the basement bar packed with ambiance, and a formal upstairs dining room. You get to experience all 3 in one evening. Its Michelin star was received just months after opening. Going a bit more west, let's highlight the River Cafe in Hammersmith. It was one of the most revered restaurants in London and opened by Ruthie Rogers in the late 1980s to feed staff from her husband's architectural firm. It has a bright pink pizza oven in the center of the dining room and also has a terrace. They offer seasonal Italian flavors and they were awarded their Michelin star in 1988 and have held it ever since. The food remains budget-friendly even with its incredible history and status, and offers a large selection of beautiful Italian desserts, including gelati for the summer in a variety of flavors. Let's also mention the lecture room and library at Sketch Mayfair. It's located on Conduit Street and offers a fun, bright interiors meets divine modern French food. It's curated by Murad Mazouz and Pierre Gagnère. It received its first Michelin star in 2004, second in 2012, and third in 2019. Main plates come with a number of complimentary dishes covering your table with an assortment of delights, and they too have an exceptional wine list, but you definitely must try their dessert platter. It received its first Michelin star in 2005, the second in 2012, and the third in 2019. For honorable mention, we definitely have to mention one of UK's most notable and famous celebrity chefs, and that's Gordon Ramsay and his restaurant Gordon Ramsay in Chelsea. This is his flagship restaurant and was established in 1998. It offers classic and contemporary French cuisine with elegant interiors. Its 3 Michelin stars were achieved starting in 2001 and have retained them ever since. It offers outstanding service and an exceptional wine list. Well, I don't know if you're hungry, but definitely if you are a foodie and love enjoying London, I hope you found this video super helpful to figure out and perhaps be challenged to go explore some new, recently acquired Michelin star restaurants. Let me know if you are thinking about it, or maybe there's others that I've clearly missed. And which are your favorites? I'd love to hear from you. Please make sure to drop me a comment in the section below. And if you're thinking about moving to London, don't forget to reach out. I'm on all the social medias and I'm always happy to have a complimentary conversation. See you in the next video. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, and if it's your first time on my channel, don't forget to subscribe to make sure you don't miss a single episode as we put out weekly videos about the London property market and living in this incredible city.